Hey, what's going on? This is Mike, and I am here with my lovely wife, Mare.
Hey, guys.
And you are listening to I Don't Want to Watch That. The show born out of the coronavirus fucking quarantine. And no sports being on the air, and me having, honestly, nothing better to do than to start watching the show.
Like that. Don't say that you have nothing better to do, okay?
Well, I mean, that was the way I got into this.
But you're enjoying it now, aren't you? Listen,
I could enjoy a lot of things, but it's still not my preference, if that makes sense. I'm not compelled by the storyline.
Just say you like it.
Could we just get into
we
didn't even get through the intro for a second. I understand I was shitting on things. We've also had several cocktails this evening. It's been a long week, and it's only Wednesday.
Only Wednesday, you guys.
I am essential personnel, so I worked today, actually, so that was cool.
And we are living in a nightmare.
Yeah, that's fun, though.
We are living in a nightmare.
But you know who's
But we're all in it together.
You know who's not living in a nightmare? The fucking ladies in season 2 of The Real Housewives of New York.
Oh, man.
That is who's not living in a nightmare.
We started season 2. And
let's just real quick, I'm sorry. The website is I don't want to watch that.com, or don't want to watch that.com, rather. Don't wanna, WANNA, watch that.com. That's where you find the podcast in any of the variety of ways you can listen to this bullshit. On Twitter, we are Don't Want to Watch, and the O in don't is a 0 because some fucking loser decided 8 years ago to make a Don't Want to Watch account and tweet 0 times. I know I've said the guy was a loser the last 2 podcasts, or 3 podcasts rather, but I never actually looked into it until this one. And the guy's a fucking loser. He never fucking tweeted. It's a guy who was going to watch The Bachelor with his wife and tweet about it, but never tweeted about it.
This is brand new information.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I know, I forgot to
tell
I
didn't
you this
realize.
earlier.
No, but you really said that in our 2 other podcasts?
Yeah, that the Don't Want to Watch Twitter account is a loser, but I never actually looked into it. I just kind of assumed. And I actually looked it up this time. Totally true.
Shows how much
it's from, I think, 2008. So anyway, on Twitter, Don't Want to Watch, and the O in don't is a 0.
I really had I have no recollection
That's
of
fine.
you saying that.
I said it all the time. That's okay. I think maybe only twice. 2 out of 3 at least. Anyway, Don't Want to Watch on Instagram is available, and we fucking took that shit, so it's not available no more. And so this is Drunk Mike and Drunk Mare doing a podcast.
Boy.
So, without further ado, let's dive right into season 2 of The Real Housewives, 2009. Let's bring it back. Happier times.
Oh, God, when people could still interact and touch each other.
And so, right in the beginning, the intro, all of a sudden, my
Coming
reaction is, Kelly? Fuck is Kelly? What is going on here? All of a sudden, you throw new people into the mix?
Well, wait. I mean, we should really talk about the big beef opening up that episode.
Well, before even the beef happened, we saw the intro to the show.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, but we don't really get to meet her.
I know, but I'm just saying, that's why I wrote it down with 7 exclamation points and a question mark at the end.
Okay.
Kelly?
Okay, all right. Yeah. My bad.
So, but yeah. The show does open with a dog scratching his comb.
God, our dog won't stop scratching his comb, and it's very frustrating.
Yeah, he got neutered right before we weren't allowed out of our homes, and tomorrow he's getting his stitches off. He's the veterinarian's essential personnel. But anyway, cone off, that's good. So anyway, right off the bat, there's beef. But you're 100% right, and I wanted to get into that too, and the dog just fell off the couch. And this is ridiculous. He doesn't even know what he's doing or how to sit on a couch. This is unbelievable. He's a 6-month-old Bernedoodle. He's gigantic.
He's bigger than me.
Yeah, he is. But anyway, we start with this beef right off the bat. And it's newspaper beef.
Well, okay, so it's Jill and Cindy Adams, who, if you are a New Yorker from, let's say, I would say, she's been writing for the Post, page 6, for years. It's only recently that I feel like she stopped writing.
Yeah.
But Cindy Adams, she's a gossip queen. And, of course, Jill, our other gossip queen, and her
They had
have a nice little combo.
Yeah, a little combo. I don't know. Maybe people thought it was like off the record. No, it doesn't even sound like she thought
it wasn't
was
off the record. If it's Cindy Adams, you know it's gonna go onto page 6. So anyway,
and that's
New York
the reason why she's
Magazine.
doing it.
Yeah, well, yeah, because New York Magazine, I guess, did an article with the Van Kempens that wasn't nice. And
well, to be honest, it wasn't even not nice from what I gather. Like, it was like one side comment, and I totally understand how Jill would have taken it poorly. Because in her head, she heard inflection in the statement. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she's from Long Island. You know what I mean? Like, she heard and insinuated her own inflection to it.
It was a trigger.
Which, of course, to be honest, I'm sure they said it that way.
Jill was triggered.
But to be fair, in print, you don't know what the inflection was. Oh, you could tell she's from Long Island. Or, oh, you could tell she's from Long Island. You know, like, and then you wink. Like, yeah. Like, that's the way Jill took it, though. So, seems a little insecure.
Who, Jill? Insecure? Yeah. Oh, yeah, duh.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Everybody's a little insecure.
Yeah.
But, anyway.
So we looked up both articles a little bit just to see, like, how bad the beef was. Like, what's the beef? And it really, like you said, it really wasn't that bad. But Jill...
absolutely took it to a whole nother
goes
level.
For the jugular.
Yeah.
She goes right in.
Yeah. It's basically like one side said, oh, hey, can you tell me what time it is? And the other side stabbed him in the throat.
She made really serious digs.
Yeah. Said Simon had a drinking problem.
Which...
I mean, she said he fell down several times at an event. I don't remember him falling down on screen in season 1. It was only 7 episodes.
Come on.
Oh, believe me, any shot I could take.
Stitches.
Any shot I could take at Simon and Alex, you know I'm going to take it. But I feel like it was
but Jill's wrong. Yeah, she's very wrong.
It was basically like, fucking like Iran blew up a ship of ours and we nuclear bombed them. That was how that went.
Mike just had to go walk off because our dogs are really misbehaving right now. It's really out of control. Lenny jumped up on the couch and was trying to dig into the couch. Ray just keeps barking. And
for no reason why.
We're back.
It's just 9 o'clock at night. No reason why.
It's
just I don't even understand why. So anyway, after we go through all that beef with the New York Magazine and the Post. By the way, the Post is a trash rag, so I don't care who.
It is a trash rag, but I mean, it's it's a staple in New York City.
I hear you.
And I even asked Mike. I said to him, I was like, "Do you know who this woman is, Cindy Adams?" And he had no idea. And I feel like that's. You should know who Cindy Adams is.
Why the fuck should I know? When would I have read the gossip section? When the newspaper?
Wait a minute. It's not that far-fetched.
How old do you think I am that I'm reading a physical newspaper?
Mike, I used to read the paper all the time when I was a kid.
That's fine.
It's not that far-fetched. You didn't have a paper on your table.
I only read the
you're
stocks.
full of shit. You're full of shit. It's so
if I did anything, I like Mike Lupica. I would read the sports.
But you didn't. So you wouldn't even just breeze through the paper and just look at headlines.
Existed. I barely
shocked.
Why? What am I looking at page 6 for?
I don't know.
These are the pages losers like Alex and Simon do. My parents don't read the paper. My parents watch sitcoms on rerun. Hey, what are you doing?
Guys, it's really a menagerie in here.
Dogs, Jesus Christ. All right, anyway, let's roll through this.
Just roll.
No, but I mean, I don't recall page 6. Now they're growling at each other. What is gonna happen?
They're being dogs.
I know. The whole time, though, you know what I wrote a note about? That whole time that beef was going back and forth was they just sprinkled in Ramona confessionals. And she was just yeah. And she was just being sanctimonious the whole time, oh my gosh, you can't be having this type of fight in public. It's unbelievable. It's unbecoming.
Well, no, her whole thing was that, exactly. You can't be having a fight like this and talk about it in the paper. It's very, classless.
So that was funny. And so after that, we roll into Alex and Simon, they're playing for the Hamptons. I thought that shit was not about them. I thought they were not about that because the Hamptons was work.
But they gotta make an appearance.
To go anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. So they're rolling out there. Fuck them. I don't care still. But they're already like plotting like what's gonna happen with the next Jill encounter. So you know that shit's going down. And then obviously you flip to Bethany and Jill chilling at her house with Jill's daughter Allie, and they're discussing Alex and Simon coming out there. So they're prepping you for some beef right off the bat. And I appreciate that because we got to wait a whole season for beef in season 1. We got to wait a whole season for the beef to explode.
That's usually how they go though. Like the first season is kind of...
But the first episode was mad beef, right off the bat.
Well, now they know each other and they know what to do.
That's true. They
know how to create drama.
Yeah. So after that, we got Alex and Simon. They're driving out to the Hamptons like a bunch of schlubs. I bet everybody else took a helicopter or something.
Yeah, and the house, not to sound like an asshole, but the house on the outside looks well.
Exactly. Like, I'm not renting a Hamptons house. I don't got that kind of cash, but...
I mean, it looks like a house that you and I would have rented. With a bunch of our friends.
What I wrote down, what I wrote down was the outside of the Hamptons house looked like the inside of the Brooklyn house.
Their Brooklyn house.
It was just not. Yeah, it was just not in proper form.
They really talk a big game, and then like this house is like okay.
Yeah,
and you just got it for the weekend too.
Yeah. And they had a nice pool, but like,
the gate didn't even close. Did you see that? They had to slide the gate out,
like a little zip tie.
No, not even a zip tie. It was like leaning against the wall. They had to like pull it away.
The gate had too much of that lean.
Yeah,
it was leaning. Idiot. I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody. But yeah, also we find out that Alice and Simon have very strict TV rules for the kids.
Oh my god.
Like, you're on vacation, you can have the TV in your room. Doesn't mean TV can be on.
Yeah, so the kids' room had a little stupid TV. It wasn't even...
It was the dumbest TV I've ever seen.
It was very dumb. It was like super small.
It had a VCR built into it.
It
was not worth anything. And then we get to very big party.
Well, wait, I want to go back a little bit. I want to talk about, like, how awful fucking Alex is and just that whole speech about not wanting, her comment on the TV being in the kids' room was just so gross. Do you remember what it was? It was like, oh my god. Now I'm totally blanking. God, I'm drunk.
This is what happens.
I'm drunk.
Yeah, that's all right. But she was just sounded shitty. Like, it was just annoying the whole time. Like let the kids have a TV in their room for fucking like a month.
Oh yeah, well that's what it was. They were like, oh well, you know what? We are on vacation, so I guess you could watch a little bit of TV
in the room.
Only
if it's French TV.
They didn't say that.
I know they didn't, but I was just making that up.
But
I want them to speak French so bad.
Yeah, when they go up, you want those two to speak French so bad?
No, the kids. They want the kids to speak French so bad.
Oh my god, please.
God, how into this am I? This is fucking embarrassing. Anyway. Then we get like, anything else? Oh, sorry. I'm treating this like a conference call now. I was about to say, like, anything else you want to touch on this topic? Like when I was leading the conference call the other day at work? Yeah.
Well, wait. So, let's... I guess move to Luann and Jill now. So they go to, I guess, like lunch together.
They went to like a little lunch, and I think they were talking about the beef.
And they were talking about the beef a little bit, and Jill was honest. She's like, I'm acting like a teenager. And I said to her, you hit me first. And I hit back over the Alex beef.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so... Yeah, the whole beef is so...
But the first hit wasn't even a... Like, that's the funniest part. And believe me, like, I'm going to take Jill's side over Alex just because I like Jill better. But it wasn't a hit, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I would not have fired back in that manner.
They settled the beef at the party, the very pedestrian party. There were so many people there. Bethany tried to be the go-between to get Jill and Alex back together to apologize. And Jill is like, I've apologized 14 times. How many times can I say I'm
times?
sorry?
How many
I'm
times
sorry.
can I just say it? How many times? All right, I'm sorry again.
But when they make up, it was like, oh, I think these guys, the way that it looked like they really were good friends for a couple of months. Like, after the first season. They were very familiar with one another. The way that Simon hugged her and
but you know
how much
funny?
they love her.
Simon was hammered.
Yeah, Simon
was hammered. Like Jill said in the paper, Simon's a drunk, and then they made up while they were both drunk. It was just very funny.
Jill doesn't drink.
She doesn't drink at all. Oh, Simon was hammered.
Yeah, just Simon.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, one other note. Yeah, that Bobby reminded me of Adam Sandler in Uncut Gems. Just like the way he talks, just like, he doesn't have the energy or anything like that. Yeah. But like a tone down. Yeah. No, I like Bobby a lot.
Isn't he a good guy?
I want to hang out with Bobby, to be completely honest. Yeah. Because he would just be like, oh, yeah, we'll just go buy a Lincoln and drive around for the day. But we'll talk about that later.
He passed away, Bobby.
Why are you breaking this type? Are you serious? You're going to tell me this now? I had no idea. Holy shit, no.
I didn't mean to drop it like
Are you
that.
fucking kidding me?
I don't know why I said that.
Yo, shut up, Ray. I'm
I don't know why I said that.
Oh my god, this is...
Are you really mad right now?
No, like, it was almost like she said like she wanted to hurt me. Like, I was just happy and enjoying Bobby's existence. And you just told me he got snuffed out of existence.
Yeah, but we were both saying how we both want to hang out with him, and then I realized, wait, Bobby's dead.
Oh my god, but you don't tell me that. I don't know yet. Oh my god, this
but
is
it's not like it was on...
This is like if you started watching The Wire, and if you haven't turned off yet, somebody's just like, oh, Omar dies. Like, oh my god, why? Oh man, you like ruined my night. I have like another 2 episodes to talk about.
I didn't.
And all sorts of Bobby stuff. He's wearing purple to the paw. Like, oh my god, this is bullshit. Shut up. All right, so Bobby's dead. The party fucking goes on. Everybody's friends. The dogs are barking. I don't even understand why.
Yeah.
So, oh man.
God.
So.
All right, Ramona's date night.
Yeah.
With Mario.
Yeah, because Ramona's not at this party. She's hanging out with Mario.
Back in the city, in this convo.
Wow, it was something.
Oh, I mean, they really, like...
Just went right into it. Like,
they're talking about the beef.
Yeah.
Between Jill and Alex that is now squashed.
Yep.
And they go right in. Mario and her, they're talking shit, you know. He's not gay.
Yeah. Mario's
saying, like...
just like, yeah, he's a loving husband, and he's trying to pretend that he's not gay.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
And then, you know, Ramona goes on to this whole thing about, like, well, you know, there's a lot of bisexual men that are getting married, and then they have this whole separate life with another man. And it was just, like, she's the expert.
Wide-eyed. Yeah.
Oh, when she was saying that?
No, I just couldn't believe it. I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked.
That they would say this on TV about these people.
Just like out of nowhere, it seemed like.
Well, it wasn't out of nowhere. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying,
they're creating it's
like episode 1 though, like
right, and they're creating like the perfect.
No, but like you gotta
beef.
line that up first though. Like, oh, they're creating beef, sure, but I mean like those comments specifically, like that they came out of nowhere, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
like at no point did I ever assume that about Simon, is what I'm saying.
Oh well, yeah, because you got a brain.
No, because he's fucking married with 2 kids. That's why I never thought that. And then all of a sudden, I have to hear Ramona talking with her husband about how Simon's gay.
Well, because
or
they're
bisexual. Maybe he's confused. I don't know.
No, but but think about that time. It's kind of taboo.
At that time. No,
I
understand what you're saying.
It's 10 years ago.
Yeah, but still, that's crazy. Like, and then when it's
10 years ago, it's probably more than that.
11. Sorry.
11. Is it really just 11?
Yeah, this is 2009, I think.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so one of the other things I have about this is how Ramona got a Cosmo in a Cosmo. And what it made me think of was like Exhibit when he used to do Pimp My Ride. He's like, yo, dog, if you like Cosmos, I'm going to put a Cosmo in a Cosmo and I'll take you to the Cosmos. And then the waitress spills it on her.
to say,
They took it very well.
Yeah, Ramona took it very well. I am a former waitress, and I have spilled a drink or two on people, and it's always horrifying. And
I couldn't even imagine.
Like, you can tell what type of person, what quality they are.
If they take that in stride.
Yeah, and how they are to...
Have you ever had a bad experience with that? Like, did somebody, like, flip their shit?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I had to, like, go over and say, you know, we'll pay for the dry cleaning bill. I'm sorry. And just have them just scream in my face. Like,
oh, wow. Sometimes you just gotta take... Yeah, no. Sometimes in my job, I gotta get yelled at.
Yeah, but you don't have to
Sometimes you get yelled at.
Yeah,
I get yelled at by guys in my job now, and I sit there and I just laugh in the back of my head. I'm like... I went to boot camp. I've been yelled at by people fucking that you couldn't even lick their shoes. Like, you should have got that report done better. Ah!
Is that what they sound like?
Yeah, pretty much. If I should have got the report done better, then yeah, I'll own that shit. But like a lot of times I don't get it done right because they don't give me the right direction. And anyway, that's the other thing. Then, after all this is going on, we finally get some one-on-one, not even one-on-one time. But
you get to meet Kelly.
Yep.
The infamous Kelly.
Yeah. We're like 20, 30 minutes into this fucking episode all of a sudden, and the fucking girl dancing on screen in the intro
yeah.
finally gets introduced. Doesn't seem like fun, to be honest. She seems like a bit of a wet blanket. Like, she's hanging out with Luann. They go to fucking lunch, and then Luann's like, yo, let me get a champagne. And Kelly's like, excuse me?
Yeah, It's the afternoon. That's what she says.
Oh, it's
and
fucking lame.
Luann doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
She's
she
gonna
don't care.
have her champagne. She is a countess.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Who the fuck you think you are?
Yeah, Kelly sucks, and you will continue to see that.
Oh, okay.
She's a fucking nut job.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay. I think I had one other thing that I wrote down about this interaction is that I think Luann invites her to something, and she's like, oh, yeah, I'll go to that. And then on the side, she's like, I'm going to leave early. I got a thing with Christian Dior after. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to enjoy hating you.
Yeah, but you know those people that just come to a party for 10 minutes just to like
for sure. But still, it's just...
make the round.
It was just funny how she went into the confessional to say that. She didn't say it to Luann. She was like, yeah, I'm agreeing to this, but I got a thing better after. So, fuck all that.
It's so douchey.
Yeah. So we dive into... Kelly's life after this. Like, he takes us to a house. They show us, like, everybody that's running around her house and all this other stuff. And there's, like, really one weird moment where she's like, I've been exposed to many men. Many men. Men everywhere. Men on construction sites. Men in the city. Men in the Hamptons. Many men. Many men. Wish death upon me. Sorry, that was 50 Cent. But yeah, I was just like, yo, what the fuck? And then she just goes on to a totally different topic right after that. Like, I thought there was going to be a point. And there was no point about like how she encounters so many men. I thought it was just very odd.
She slings dick.
Oh, is she? She's out there slinging dick? I didn't realize. All right, that's what's up.
I don't know if she really does that. I just wanted to say
it. So what else is going on? So I think... After that, Luann tells Jill that there's some shit going on and Kelly's going to be involved. And Jill is talking to Bethany and she's like, so who the fuck is Kelly? What is she doing? Who is she? What's going on?
Oh, yeah. Trying to get the goss. Trying to get the goss on Kelly. The scoop. The 411 hun.
Yeah.
And Jill, the hammer, asks a million questions trying to get info from Bethany. And Bethany's like, please leave me alone.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know her favorite color.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know that. But then
let's fast forward to Jill's fundraiser to raise money for the kids in Kenya. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And she basically, it looked like a really cool shindig though, man.
No, for
sure. It was in a barn, I think, some sort of like barn thing. And she invited everybody. She invited Silex.
Yeah. Oh, that's what they called it. That was the first time.
She invites all the girls, Luann, Bethany, Kelly too. And
you know, one of the fun parts about that was when Luann's kids were supposed to help her pack the gift bags. Yeah. And they just never showed up.
Yeah.
And then Jill was like, I'm not going to say nothing, but I'm going to remember this the next time Luann needs help.
But I'm gonna.
I was like, yo.
She's like, I'm gonna keep this in the back of my mind.
You are holding a grudge, and I love it. I love every minute of it.
Yeah, Jill's the OJ.
I don't know why, but I just love it when people hold grudges as if they're hanging off of a bridge. Like the only way to survive is to hang on to this grudge.
Oh my god.
It's just, I don't know why. It's just, I love it because I do the same thing.
So the big deal with this party for Ramona is, I feel like she's really got to prove herself. She's got to kind of redeem herself from last season.
It was kind of rough at the end of last season for her. And I think she tried at the end of last season. Obviously, it didn't work out fully through the dinner. But she's still got a little work to do. And I think she tries again. She does try again.
Well, what I was leading up to was that, she was super nice with everybody at this party. And then the moment that Simon and Alex shows up, she's like, bye!
Yo, I love the fact that Ramona just will not even be in the same space with them. I don't know why. I fucking love it because I fucking hate them also. And it just makes me like Ramona even more. And I don't know. That's all I got to say about that. But she just bounces. She sees them and she's like, oh, off to the SUV. See you later.
Bye.
And makes an excuse to everybody like, I just didn't want to ruin the flow of the party.
Yeah.
I didn't want to ruin the flow of the party by saying goodbye to people.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, yeah, you bullshit. And then Jill gives a speech and it's basically just like, buy Zarin fabric.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it for episode 1.
What's the name of... Well, no, that's it for that one.
Yeah, that's it for episode 1. That's the end of that episode. But like,
what's the name of the second one?
The second one? I don't know. Hampton's Retreat, but not Surrender.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, no surrender. But yo, just real quick, episode 1, winners and losers.
Oh yeah. I always fuck this up and want to skip ahead to the next episode.
So the winners for this episode I had were Luann's kids because they didn't have to do a bunch of manual labor and packing bags. And the losers for this episode were Jill's servants because they wound up probably having to pack the bags.
Why do you say servants?
Because that's the way I think. I don't know. It's Jill's house. They're probably not considered servants. If it was Luann's house, I would say they were servants.
Okay, that's fair.
But to be honest, I think Luann and her servant have the best relationship, Rosie, because Rosie's the shit. Rosie's awesome. But anyway, so that's who I got for winners and losers. Did you have any winners and losers for that episode?
I guess my winner for that episode would probably have to be, let me think about this for one hot minute. Cindy Adams.
Okay.
Because she
got getting the hot scoop.
She got the hot beef.
She did get the hot scoop. That's very true.
She got the scoopies.
Yeah. Solid winner.
And the loser of that episode would have to be, let me think about this for a second. Probably Alex, because the footage of her in that Hampton's house, she just looks so displeased.
Like, oh, is
but
this
she
the
was
jumping bed? I guess she's just like, no, this is where we have to sleep. Man.
She just knew she was gonna get shit for it at the reunion.
Oh yeah. Yo, did she get shit for it at the reunion?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, you're telling me now.
No. I really don't remember.
Okay.
I don't. That's just me not
Bobby's
remembering.
Dead. Fuck.
I'm really sorry about that. That was very vicious.
That was fucked up.
That was really fucked up.
So, episode 2, Hampton's Retreat, but no surrender.
Thank you.
We got everybody out there. They're chilling for Aston's birthday. The dog's birthday at Luann's house.
Right.
And so, Ramona's going through explaining why she left early. Blah, blah, blah. Jill is just like the nosiest human being on the fucking world. She's out there just grilling people the whole time. Oh, yeah.
Jill the Hammer.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hammering away.
Time.
And everybody brought their dogs to this party, and Ramona brings a fucking lizard that takes a piss on her.
But it was awesome. It was a sick-looking lizard, too. It was all white.
Lizards reptiles are so weird.
They're so cool looking. I had an iguana growing up. I had a snake at one point.
Yeah, I'm glad for you.
It was cool. Snake bit me, though. I fucking threw it against the wall. It scared the shit out of me.
What kind of snake was that?
It was a python.
How old were you that you had a python?
I was like 25. I was in the Navy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I used to feed it mice and videotape it on
I
a
thought you were
camcorder.
like a teenager.
No,
You were
no.
25.
What, you think that's lame?
Yes, of course I do.
Oh, my one friend had a tarantula.
I can't.
Yeah, my one friend had a tarantula.
I cannot. I really, when you told me that you had a snake, I really thought you were a teenager.
Oh, no. My parents wouldn't let a fucking snake in the house.
You fucking loser.
Why am I a loser because I had a snake?
Yes.
I was probably like 23, to be honest. 23, 24.
All right. That's still. I thought you were like a teenager. It's weird when adults have reptiles. It's just weird to me.
Why is that weird?
They're not affectionate.
You know who had a huge fucking reptile? A huge thing?
Who?
Uncle Vinny.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think it's very bizarre.
Your dad's best friend.
I think it's very bizarre when an adult owns a reptile.
It's not bizarre.
It is. It's weird.
Who cares? Why? It's a fucking
They're
pet.
not affectionate.
Who cares? You don't need affection from a
So
pet.
you're just going to look at it and
Something
watch
to take
it?
care of. You just
eat
want to hang out
animals?
with it. Yeah.
No.
Why do you know it's not affectionate? You fucking put it around your shoulders, you watch the TV,
They're
let the motherfucker
cold-blooded.
slither a little
No,
bit. Maybe talk to him if you got parcel tongue. Who knows?
You don't want to own
Harry
that.
Potter.
You don't want to.
Oh, kids.
I do.
Oh, stop.
I'm looking at you differently now.
I'm
I
gonna
really
get a
thought you were
snake and a gun.
Oh, God. All right, let's move on.
All right, so we move on from this little. One of the last things I have was like at that little party for Aston, Alex and Simon come up, and Ramona's just like, I don't really care for them. I don't really care for them. And I was like, Ramona, I appreciate you. But then we cut to Alex and Simon doing their favorite thing. And that is not plotting on how to move up in society. It is shopping.
Oh, God.
And
Yeah, shopping again.
They spent about the amount of money that they could have spent on a hallway.
Yeah.
On some clothes. And that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah,
you know what else was funny that I had? Because they went shopping at the Hamptons. The guy was like, I'm going to invite you to P. Diddy's party. They didn't go to P. Diddy's party. They really... I think they would have went
Was
to
it P. Diddy? I thought it was the... Did they say
the guy
P.
at the
Diddy?
store. The guy at the store was like, yo, I'll invite you to that.
Yeah. Well,
And then as they're walking out, you know what else was funny? The automatic trunk on their fucking 4-year-old BMW didn't open. When they went to go put $10,000 worth of clothes into the trunk. Fucking losers.
Yeah.
Losers.
Yeah, I don't know what... I hate them.
I hate him too.
I really hate them.
Alright, so let's... Next up...
Well, Jason and Bethany have apparently...
That's the end of that.
Broken
we find out
up.
we find out
Dunzo.
Bethany is Jill's roommate for the summer. So
Yes, which is very, very cute. Yeah. Their friendship is very sweet.
I appreciate it very much.
It's a very sweet sisterhood.
And so after that, we got like Bethany and Ramona. They go to lunch together. So like Bethany's like crossing the battle lines a little bit. Like she's like going from South Korea to North Korea.
She's her own woman.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Got dogs growling.
Raya just growls at poor Lenny all the time.
So Bethany and Ramona are at lunch, and Ramona's like, yeah, by the way, I wrote 2 articles when I was younger, and I'm not Jill, so I don't tell everybody about it. But here's one of them, by the way.
I just happened to bring
I just happen to have an 18-year-old copy of Cosmo,
and
where I wrote a top 10 list.
Yeah, so the article was called The Secrets of Being a Manhandler by Ramona Singer. And basically writes out all these rules about being a manhandler, and Bethany basically fails every single one.
Every aspect of it.
And it wasn't bad. I thought some of the advice was pretty...
it was pretty solid. It was alright.
Solid.
I mean, it was a top 10 episode.
I was impressed.
Yeah. It was a how-to article. It was like how to lose a guy in 10 days.
And then she gives her the other article... And they're looking it over, and it's basically like transformation. So it's this article about people who bodybuild, who are bodybuilders.
And there's a picture on there.
And there's a picture of Ramona that Bethany's like, ugh, who would want to look like this? Not realizing that it's Ramona.
And Ramona's like, yeah, they made me look really weird in that one.
Yeah. Oh, man. But it was just like... Ramona being a bodybuilder, man. Yeah, I could see her being a bodybuilder.
I could see her being a bodybuilder.
Yes, I can 100,000% see her having a stint in bodybuilding.
I could see her being like a background dancer and sweating to the oldies with Richard Simmons.
But I'm talking about like 80s Ramona. She's 20 years old.
That's what I'm talking about too. I used to do sweating to the oldies with my mom. I used to get up early and do it with Richard Simmons. To be like, I want to get fit. I'm like 13. I didn't know what I was doing. That's my mom's true.
Wait, so did you do this every morning?
For a hot minute. Like I would get up early and I would fucking do like sweating to the oldies with my mom. With Richard Simmons.
That's cute. Yeah. That's actually cute.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But I could see Ramona as like a background dancer and fucking sweating to the oldies.
Oh yeah,
Richard Simmons.
But like just imagine like she's all fucking. It's such an extreme. It's such an extreme thing to do. That I could see somebody like her doing it.
Just getting into it for like a 2-year period and then just getting super ridiculous. All of a sudden she's like, I could squat 700 pounds.
Well, there's another housewife that also did some bodybuilding.
Oh, God.
Do you want to
I don't want to hear anymore. I don't want you to tell me any more spoilers. No, I don't.
But it's not in this franchise.
It's fine. I don't care. We're going to watch other ones, right? Right?
All right.
So after that, what do we got here?
We learned that Allie is going to Paris.
Yep. They're doing a little...
going to Paris for the summer.
Yep.
And there was Jill had a very relatable conversation with her daughter, and I feel like a lot of mothers have this conversations with their daughter, and it is the sneaker talk. The sneaker talk when traveling. And you don't want to wear dumb sneakers on a vacation when you're 14, 15 years old. You want to look cute. You want to wear your best shoe. Allie doesn't want to pack her sneakers. And I feel like I've had this conversation. Like, I'm watching it. I've had that conversation with my mother before.
Wear your sneakers.
Yeah, wear your sensible shoes. You're going to be walking around in the city. You're going to be walking.
Think you're going to tour New York City with high heels on? No. So
you gotta wear your tennis shoes.
Yeah. So from there, like, so she's going to Paris, blah blah blah, and then we see Kelly goes to the Hugo Boss party.
The socializer.
I write the social column, so I have to go to these parties, and people understand it's okay if you just go for a minute and say hello and leave and. Yo, I hate her. Like, I hate her also.
For somebody that's a socializer, she really has no social skills.
Oh, but she seems happier leaving. Like, that was the thing that I wrote down. Like, she skipped out of the party. Like, she didn't skip into it. She's like, these hot guys here. I'm going to have a cocktail. I'll say hello to Hugo Boss. And then she's leaving and she's skipping. She's prancing down the yellow brick road. Yeah, because
it's shallow. She's got no depth.
Yeah, oh, man, she's the worst.
Yeah, she just gets more awful. What about Bethany and Jill's mother having that really intense conversation?
Super heart to heart.
Where Bethany is just like totally crying. I mean...
Yeah, Jill's mom got way too deep.
Well, and now we know where Jill gets it from.
Yeah. But Jill's mom was like, the years just go by. It's Passover, Yom Kippur, Passover, Yom Kippur, Passover, Yom Kippur. And then all of a sudden, the decade's gone. She's like, you got to pay attention. You got to live your life. And I was like, oh my God. I was questioning my own mortality. What am I doing with my life? Why am I watching this show?
She was trying to make her feel better about not being with Jason, finding a good man.
Yep. She's got to be happy.
Got to do what's good for you.
Yep.
But got into Bethany's backstory about, with her family and this whole thing with her being an orphan and basically said to her, I'm going to adopt you.
I'll be your mom. And Bethany the water washer.
That's some deep shit.
I agree. I'm not saying it's not. I think we talked last time. Yeah.
You are part of my family now.
Yeah, we talked last time about how Bethany went to the track with some creepy guy that her dad knew once and she never knew it. Like, that's Bethany's had a tough fucking... I don't even know how she's in this position right now. God bless her. Good for her.
God bless.
God bless. God bless. Skinny girl margaritas. Drink them. And so they're boys now. Jill's got a stepsister, and that's about it for that over there.
Well, Luann at the Cancer Society. Maybe we should start talking about that.
Yeah.
The Diamonds and Denim Party. where Countess de Lesseps gets nominated, or not nominated, she wins an award.
Yeah.
For, raising money. Her and her husband raising a lot of money for the American Cancer Society.
Yep. ACOs. Sorry, it's weird because I used to work for a company and their offices were in Atlanta and they were in the American Cancer Society building. So we used to call headquarters the ACS. So that's why I said that. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Yeah, so she has to give a speech. And I guess the woman that was trying to introduce her, everybody was kind of talking over her. And, of course, Luann
was not having it.
Not having it. She gets up, she grabs the mic, and says, I can't take it anymore.
You all shut the fuck up.
Yeah, she basically tells everybody to shut the fuck up.
And then she goes back to a table and talks through the rest of the ladies' intro. Fucking beautiful. I loved it. It's so ridiculous. But yeah.
Yeah, but she gives a very touching speech, and it's like a nice, touching quote unquote. It was a little phony.
Yeah.
But it gives us a little glimpse into Luann and who she is. I think we could probably move on because nothing else happened in the.
No, like Jill's parents left, right? And that was about it.
Yeah, Jill was sad and guilting her mother for leaving and all that.
Yeah, but that's what happens. So winners and losers for that episode. I had the winner being Jill's mom because she got a new car just to drive around in for the week she drove up in Florida. Right. They pick her up in the airport. She's like, I don't like this car. It's too high. This other car's too low. I don't like it. And then Bobby just goes to Jill's dad. He's like, let's just go buy a new car. And then they come back with a Lincoln. And Jill's mom's like, perfect.
Beautiful.
Perfect. It's perfect. The loser of that episode, and this goes back to what Mare was talking about, was Allison. Because she is going to be walking around Paris with the wrong shoes on the whole time. And I wrote this down before I saw episode 3 where I hear about her walking around Paris with the wrong shoes on.
Alright, so who's my winner?
Oh, no.
I want to say the winner in that episode is probably Bethany because she gets invited to Jill Zarin's house for the summer. For the month.
Solid.
Which I think that's really sweet.
Yeah.
That's a very nice thing to do. And
she's got the room.
The loser of that episode, I'm gonna have to go with Luann. She looked like such a fucking asshole.
At her party?
Yeah. I mean, I can't. She's such a fuck.
Oh, you hate Luann?
I don't hate Luann. I have a love-hate relationship with her. Like, she's very problematic, but she's a hypocrite in a lot of ways. But she's also wonderful. So
okay.
She's complex, I guess. I have a complex relationship with Luann.
Okay.
All right.
Let's shoot through episode 3 now.
Yeah, not much happened in episode 3, but.
They start off with the surfing lessons.
Right.
It was Bethany and Luann in the water, and Jill and Ramona kind of bonding over not wanting anything to fucking do with it. And so they were just chilling there while Bethany and Luann surfed. So that was fun. Nothing really crazy happened.
Well, no, we did learn that Bethany ends up always paying for Luann.
Oh, yes.
For events and things. And
yeah,
drinks.
That's kind of funny. She's like, yeah, the poor one. I'm always paying for everybody else.
I guess that's why they're rich.
Yeah. Then we go back to Luann's house. Rosie's home. She brings gifts for the richest people in the world.
Yeah.
And they all act like it's great, but I guarantee you we're going to hear shit about them later. I don't know why I feel like we are.
Well, I thought it was very sweet.
A gesture,
kids.
Yeah.
Well,
the kids loved it too, but I meant like Luann's never going to wear that bracelet is really what I was saying.
Well, the way that she talks to Rosie, man, it's hard to watch sometimes. It's like...
She's like, yo, Rosie, I bet you're jet lagged, so I'm going to let you just chill for a little bit, but let's just go into the laundry room. This is what everything is that you need to do now.
And it's not
but
more, it's like ironing
it's everything.
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's breaking down the recycling boxes.
She's like, I don't know how these
Luann
boxes go.
doesn't know what to do with.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And she's a mess.
And then she just leaves the laundry room like, I'm going to go play tennis.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Like,
yeah.
But you also see how the kids are with her, so obviously she's a very important part of the family.
And then, so we move on. We got Luann and Jill at a restaurant. Ramona shows up. And all of a sudden, Ramona just dives right in the grill.
Coming in hot.
She's like, yo, Victoria's going to boarding school? What?
Yeah.
I can't deal with that shit. You're fucking lame as a parent.
I can't relate with someone who sends her child to boarding school.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
And Jill's trying to get Ramona involved with like her arthritis charity, and it takes like a minute, and then all of a sudden Ramona's like, oh yeah, I guess my daughter has arthritis, I'll help.
Well, Jill is very, she's a lot of things, but I do think Jill and Ramona are so similar because I feel like
they're both strong women.
Yes, they stick their foots in their mouth, but like Jill is a little bit more couth.
Yeah.
Ramona says this dumb shit, and Jill's just like in her confessional. No matter what, Luann decides whether it's okay to send your kid to boarding school, whether it's not okay. That's a family matter, and people shouldn't open their big fat mouth about it.
You tell him, Jill.
I just love Jill. I love her. She can. Yeah. Jill and Ramona, they both can't do wrong in my eyes.
Jill also said in the confessional, she's like, Ramona's got the nice routine. It's not gonna last.
Yeah, it's not gonna last long.
Not gonna last.
But yeah, well, they're. She talks about, I guess, inviting Alex and Simon to this event, and Ramona's response is, "I don't want anything to do with them.
I don't want anything to do with them. Nothing."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. So we move on, and so we got Luann, Jill, and Bethany. They go to some crazy yoga thing.
Yeah, that health day in the Hamptons. It looks like a nightmare.
Jill reminded me when that one yoga episode I went to.
Who wants to exercise all day?
Nobody. Not me.
I mean, an hour is fine. Maybe 2. I don't want to, spend my whole day exercising.
You know what I don't want to spend my time doing? What? Talking about Alex and Simon getting massages. Because it was fucking so disgusting.
So
creepy. And fucking the way he just acted. It was just, so gross. I don't even want to talk about it.
Everything about them is gross. They're just creepy, and they make me uncomfortable.
Alex said in the confessional, though, she's like, being out here is so frenetic. Like, I don't want to be out here. It's work. I can't wait to just go to St. Bart's. In the off season, like a loser.
God, we hate them.
Oh, God. And speaking of people we hate, Kelly went to the fucking Hamptons Classics. Tumbled.
She fucking fell
tumbled
off
right
her
off the horse.
She was fine, so we could laugh about it. She hurt her leg.
She was fine. I actually did feel bad with her because the way she was expressing it, like she honestly did seem like upset. But I didn't feel that bad for her.
She embarrassed herself in front of fucking
Hugo Boss. In front of Hugo Boss and
Calvin Klein.
And Ginny Hilfiger. She embarrassed herself by falling off the horse. I hope she wasn't wearing it.
Let's see. Oh God, Luann's going away lunch party from Victoria. That was really our dogs. Let me tell you something. Lenny will just look at Rhea and just bark.
He wants her to play.
There. Yeah, he does, but it's annoying.
But she doesn't want to.
Yeah, she's just like, leave me alone, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we move on to this going away lunch for Victoria that Luann throws for her daughter. And it's really just Luann's etiquette lesson. And it's so fucking uncomfortable.
Oh, it's gross. She makes a joke about an eating disorder. She's like, all you gotta do is just eat bread so people don't think you have an eating disorder.
Well, yeah.
And then all the kids were just mortified.
Well, yeah. Well, the question was, what do you do if there's something there that you don't want to eat, that you don't like? What's the proper etiquette for that, and that's why Luann said just like move it around your plate, eat some bread.
They talked about
so it doesn't look like you have an eating disorder, which is like such a weird place to go, but is obviously
but like all
something that Luann struggles with.
And all the kids looked mortified though. They were like, "What the fuck is this lady even talking about at this point in life?"
Yeah, she was a.
Somebody was asking like, "Do you cut chicken? Do you cut the whole chicken into pieces?" She's like, "What are you cutting out for a 10-year-old?"
Yeah, you don't want it to look like you're a child.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, eat your food the way you want to eat it.
Yeah, fuck everybody else.
Fuck manners.
If you want to eat pizza with a knife and fork, go fuck yourself, though.
Yeah, we don't talk to those people.
Lame.
It's really weird.
So yeah, Alice and Simon, they pack. They head back to New York to St. Bart's like a bunch of losers. And then we got Jill and Bethany at the salon with Brad, the gay husband. Yeah,
Brad, he's a lot.
Yeah, he is a lot. And I don't know. Bethany seems to start to hate him at the end of this.
Oh yeah, she was getting
just
annoyed.
Like pushing him away. So like Bethany was like social distancing herself from Brad.
Yeah,
it's just very funny. Then we go back to Kelly with the horses again.
Yeah, I know.
So one of the things I turned around and said to Mare during this episode, I was like, it's like we're watching an episode of 5 people doing all the things with their lives, and then just one lady loves horses. That's really all episode 3 was about. Kelly and her horses. She actually does great at the event. Ramona's in the crowd. Ramona's like, "Oh my god, that's amazing. That's great. You guys, great. They loved each other." And then all of a sudden, Kelly ditched Ramona for a hot second to say hello to some dude, and Ramona was like, "Fuck this bitch. Not no more. Not today. Not never.
Not today. Goodbye.
Not never." But she was like, "Oh, okay, great. See you later." But deep down that was gonna brood some beef. Some beef was brewing because of that.
Lots of beef.
You could just tell.
There's lots of beef this season already off the bat.
I could tell. Like, they started hot that first episode. Mad beef in the episode. It was like preseason beef. I loved it. I love preseason storylines. And you could just see they are setting up for massive beef between who the fuck even knows this season. It's fucking great. So after all that, go to fucking Russell Simmons' house, Def Jam. What up?
Yes, the purple party.
Yeah, where not everybody obeyed.
Yeah, Jill was the first one to say it, sometimes.
I'm not writing a book on etiquette or anything, but if somebody sends me an invitation, it tells me it has a theme. I'm going to follow that theme.
I'm not going to question it.
Luann.
Well, Luann. And who else?
Ramona. Mario, I think his shirt was white and blue, but he tried to play it off. Uncle Gary looking ass motherfucker. And he was like, "My shirt's blue."
Nobody knows who Uncle Gary is.
Nobody knows who my mom is either, but we talk about her. Mario looks like my Uncle Gary. He totally does.
But they get into another fucking discussion about setting up a tennis match. These fucking tennis matches. It's exhausting.
But what I didn't understand about that was like, Ramona and Mario's a ranked fucking tennis player. Yeah. They're like, "Hey, we're going to pick your partner." And Jill's like, "Why are you going to pick my partner?" No. And I totally agree with Jill right there. Why are you going to let the opponents pick the partner? If you want to show up to a doubles match, you bring your fucking partner.
You bring your person.
Yeah. If you want it to be fucking Luann, or you want it to be Brad, or whoever the fuck you want it to be, if Bobby's going to fucking dig himself out of the grave and fucking play, that's his business. Oh, rest in peace, Bobby.
Guess who else was at the party? A one Governor Patterson.
Oh, old school Governor Patterson. Yeah.
Who is blind.
And Ramona's like, "What's it like being blind?"
No, that's not what she says. That's not what she says.
All right.
Where Ramona says, so you're blind, right?
Like blind?
Like, are you blind?
Like, if I don't wear my glasses, I'm like 120/20. Is that, like, I'm blind?
I'm so blind.
He's like, "Motherfucker, I can't see anything."
Just so awkward.
He's like so blind that his eyes don't even open because those muscles are like gave up on him.
And like, you could see that he's blind.
Yeah. You know how you see he's blind? Because you see the guy holding him and leading him around. That's how you can tell he's fucking blind as blind can be. He's one of the mice in that poem. 3 blind mice. And his dog's coming. So we're back here. We got Jill, we got Bethany, we got Kelly, Luann, Allison there at the Hamptons Classic. And we're here to see Victoria on the horse, and she doesn't have a great day on the horse.
No, she got the boot.
But the focus of the attention was the Count's not there, and Luann is throwing a fit in public. That is not etiquette. That is not couth. That's not what you do if you're a countess. Ruffled. Oh yeah. That's what. Who said that in the confessional? Was Bethany. It Jill or Bethany?
Bethany,
Bethany was like, "Yo, her feathers." Oh, it was great.
Her feathers were
excellent. So this is probably gonna be some moment for the Count and the Countess.
And Bethany, we also learned she ain't one for Kelly. She sees right through her.
I love the fact that Bethany sees right through Kelly, and Ramona sees right through Alex and Simon.
Yeah, well, she also, but Ramona also comments too that Kelly really doesn't have like
the proper manners,
social etiquette.
Yeah, she doesn't have the best social graces.
Jesus Christ, this dog.
Yeah. So Lenny's trying to climb up on the couch on the microphone side. That was the last thing that happened in that episode.
So who are the winners and losers?
I'll be honest. Loser, I think is. I had a couple losers in this episode. My loser is Jill, though, for having to go through yoga day and the exercising, because she was not about that. She was not prepared for that. And the winner, you're probably not going to like this one, but I think it's funny. The winner is the Count because he didn't make it to watch his daughter not finish the race. Like, if he didn't make it and Victoria fucking smashed the competition, like, that would be terrible. But, like 3 jumps in, the horse was like, nah, bitch, not today. And the Count didn't have to sit through that. So he's the winner for that episode.
My winner is... Oh, God. My winner... Who's my winner?
I don't know.
I'll tell you my loser.
Who's the loser?
My loser is really 2 people.
Okay.
So it's just it's Ramona with Governor Patterson and that whole conversation.
That was a tough exchange.
That was really like hard.
That was a real tough exchange.
To see Jill talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so tone deaf. But still, I love that bitch. I don't care. I love her. And then the winner... Jill. She was the only one that wore purple to Russell Simmons' party.
Jill and Bobby
following the rules.
Yeah, you're a winner if you follow the rules. Like, if when people say stay inside, you fucking stay inside.
Yeah, wash your hands.
Stay inside, wash your hands.
Don't touch your face.
I'm Mike. This is my lovely wife, Mare.
Bye.
And this is I Don't Want to Watch That. You can find us on the internet, don'twantowatchthat.com, and on Twitter, don't want to watch. And like I said before, the O and don't is a 0. And on Instagram, don't want to watch. We're on Stitcher and Spotify and all these other fucking podcast places. iTunes, go fucking find it. Or just go to don'twantowatch.com, Wanna, W-A-N-N-A, and you'll find it all there. And that's all we got, right?
Yep.
All right. Thank you very much for listening. We appreciate you guys. Stay safe, stay quarantined, wash your hands, brush your hair, fucking watch Housewives.